Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. The Cornhuskers will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense who will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Handoff from Alton. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So Nebraska's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We get our first look at Anthony Calandria. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Running inside. It's Ives. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They send the tight end in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Working the middle, it's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Fights off a defender. Quick step and go. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Malton.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The give on the inside. Turning it on. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Pucks it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Working that left side now. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the counter. Maybe a crease.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to change this route. They'll move the tight end. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Iowa!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution.
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for two. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this
Got a little grass. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Ives. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab in their space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside. It's Ives. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need the...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from Alton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They punt it away on 4th down. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. Don't make those contested catches.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W.
Snags it and he's open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Kamari again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's got him. There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right back to the well. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Working the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they've practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
DB's locked up tight on the receiver.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Kamari again. And tackled there by the defense. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On third down, here's Malton. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Escapes the pressure to his right. Wide open downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him front.
Makes the grab and room to run. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Tight end now in motion. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Objective 1, get the first down, stop the clock. Nice job. Now get up to the line quickly. Try to save a time.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the move and looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Calandria. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Trying to take it back.